If ASOS gave me 2 hours with no crew and a tight budget to deliver a product shoot, this is exactly what it would look like. But this wasn't an actual ASOS shoot. It was a model portfolio session that I recently did for a returning model named Neva, but the results are something you would typically find on ASOS, Nike, or Adidas. In this video, I'm walking you through the entire process. I mean, from the first DM on Instagram to planning and prep, to the shoot day itself, lighting and camera setup, all the way to the final images. Whether you're a photographer building your workflow or a model preparing for your next portfolio update, this video is packed full of insights and inspirations, and I hope that you pick some gems up along the way. So Neva reached out to me on Instagram. She had recently moved to Cardiff from the US for a master's program and wanted to get back into modeling. And our first conversation was great. It was open, respectful, and full of ideas. She showed me the kind of images that she wanted, and I instantly knew that I could do more than just take photos. I could guide the whole experience and make the shoot worth her while. Instead of just texting her a list of what to prepare for or bring along with her, I decided to do something a bit more intentional. I went into Canva and created a proper prep guide in PDF with clean visuals that was tailored to a shoot. So let me show you what I mean. So the guide opened with a warm welcome message just to set the tone and let her know what to expect. Then I broke down everything she needed to prepare for the digitals, outfit planning, hair, makeup, nails, and all the details that matter but sometimes got overlooked. And then there was a section specific to the e-commerce and activewear looks we were aiming for. So she had a visual direction on the vibe and styling and the kind of images to expect as well. And finally, a help page at the end. So she had an easy way to reach out to me if she had any last minute questions or needed reassurance. Honestly, it took only an extra effort, but it went a long way in helping Neva prepare, feeling more confident and knowing what to expect ahead of our shoot. Big shout outs to Canva for making tools like this really accessible. This is not sponsored, but honestly, tools like this just help you level up your workflow and make you appear a bit more professional, and overall just creates a wonderful experience for your clients. So we originally planned 3 looks, including the digitals, but we ended up shooting 4. All these looks were carefully planned in such a way that will feel commercial and will be agency appropriate. For the digitals, we kept it very simple, natural light only, jeans and a sleeveless top with no makeup. What we wanted to do was capture Neva in a natural look and element for agency submissions. The second look was an active wear, and we went with 2 sets, one black and one wine colored. And this was giving serious ASOS or Nike product page vibes, energetic but clean. So the third look was a wine-colored open back dress, and for this we went with clean poses and flattering angles. Think Pretty Little Thing or Shein product photos. For the final look, we went with a casual look. It was giving Y2K. So she had a yellow bikini, style top, jeans, and heels on. It was a bit edgy, but still very e-com appropriate, and it was styled with a bit more personality. We shot at a nice studio here in Cardiff called Teddy's Place. It's a great place that I use for a lot of my shoots. On this shoot, I used 3 Godox SK402 strobes. One has a key light at 45 degrees to camera left, one fill light on the opposite side, and the third light was a street box behind Neva to create separation from the background. I also used V-flats, a white one and a black one. The white one was to bounce light and reflect more light on the model, and the black one was to subtract light or create a bit more contrast. Ultimately, the goal was to create soft, flattering e-commerce style lighting that the photo straight out of camera would be so clean enough that would barely need any editing. Here's a workflow win. I tethered directly to my brand new M4 Pro MacBook Pro using Evoto for the first time. Again, not sponsored, but Evoto was smooth. The previews came out clean and it was easy file management. Also, I saved the images both onto my memory card and to Evoto simultaneously. So as a backup, if I misplaced my memory card or something happened, which thankfully didn't, Evoto will still have the files saved. That double backup gave me the peace of mind during the shoot. And afterwards, I copied the files again onto my hard drive and onto Lightroom. So I have them in 4 different places so I don't hear stories that touch. Previously, I would tether to my iPad using Sony's Creators app, but it wasn't the best because I was always running into issues with lagging and that would slow down my workflow. But this, having a higher resolution screen and seeing the pictures immediately as they happen, was really a game changer for me. After the shoot, I uploaded the raw files to Pixieset, which, if you've never used before, is this super clean professional gallery for photographers. Basically, it lets you send your client a link where they can view all their photos in one place, pick their favorites, leave comments, and even download the final images when they're ready. It's way better than sending files over Google Drive or WeTransfer because it feels branded and premium. And the best part, you can use it for free. But if you want more stuff, you have to subscribe for a premium membership. Once she selected her final images and gave her comments on how she wanted the pictures to be edited, the rest was left to me. I kept the editing minimal and effective as discussed with Neva earlier. The major things I did was white balance correction, slight tweaks or adjustments in contrast and exposure, and blemish removals. I didn't do any heavy retouching. So I started editing in Evoto and exported in TIFF files and continued on Photoshop, where I did some micro dodging and burning. I didn't do any global dodging and burning for the entire image because I didn't think they needed them. Because of the clean lighting setup that we had in studio, the editing process was generally fast and light. Let me know if you want to see a video of how I edited the photos right from Evoto to Photoshop, and I'll make another video to that effect. Honestly, Neva was a dream to work with. She trusted me to bring her vision to life, which I did. And from the start, the chemistry was great. The conversations went smoothly. The respect was mutual. The professionalism that she displayed. I mean, having that in a client is really up there. I guided her on poses where needed. She also came prepared, full of ideas, and also my friend who assisted on the shoot brought ideas, so it was a team effort. It was really collaborative. So shout outs to you, Posse, for assisting on this one. At the end of the shoot, Neva looked to the camera and said,
"Hi, one thing I have to say is he's one of the best photographers I've worked with."
Yeah?
And I say that with everything, yeah. Good stuff, good vibes, good everything.
That's absolutely one of the best feelings or compliments that you can get as a photographer or a creative. That stuck with me and made my day. If you're a photographer watching this, here's what I'll say. Never underestimate the power of good communication. Take time to guide your clients through prep and shoot day. Go the extra mile, even if it's as little as making a PDF file. And finally, you don't need a massive budget or a crew to get amazing photos like this. For this shoot, it was just me, my gear, my friend who was my assistant, the model, a rented studio space, and a solid plan. And that was it. So, what do you think of the final images? Do they give ASOS vibes or no? I'd really like to hear your thoughts. Leave them in the comments below. If you found this video in any way helpful or inspiring, kindly hit the like button, subscribe, and share with someone who needs to see what's possible on a budget. I'm the Creative Femi. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.